with lots of sugar because that is the only thing that I serve at my cafe. There is definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Work here on what? I'm afraid now. Don't ask me that. Excuse me. What? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? So he can pick up ladies over the counter instead of using those apps, you know? Everybody loves a coffee shop romance. We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see your communication skills has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned. We learned them here. That has made us think. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. That makes sense, actually. That's not what I thought at first. I'm sorry, Neil. I doubted you, okay? I thought you just wanted to be a barista to pick up ladies, but okay. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Can I afford having a worker when I only have 3 customers a day? I can't because I'm rich. Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh, no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. You're just gonna wait here until I say my answer? Okay. Thank you! But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, at least you're very clear on what you need. I appreciate that. That's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though. To help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. But it will make you look more legit for the job. So a spacesuit with an apron is very legit. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are! Okay. first thing you need to know is that we need to read about the Evening Whisper Stories. The Only Reason to Learn How to Fly by Freya Fatima. October 1st, 2020. It happened again, I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out on my face. I just can't help it, she said nothing. It's easier. It's way easier, you know. Seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself, you know? You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that it was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we'd talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking and go out, and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now, I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, the people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. Fuck the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have just happened. The truth is, something did happen. Something so silly to even be discussed. But she knew me. She knew about my problem, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true! I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves. Someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who'd quickly be accepted by the family he was born in, and the family he's about to make. But it turned out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday. The fact I might have to choose between... I sighed. At least when I see people on the train and imagine a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create a different kind of problem, though. She's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump, I said. To die? That's not to fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. What the hell would I still care about all these boring, everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo, she said, as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rains. All right, Neil, let's start the night. Muted, by the way? Yeah, screw your muted, potato. I muted myself on purpose. Welcome. Holy wow. Also, good morning, potato. I almost forgot. Do you just greet everybody with muted now? Screw you, potato. It's gonna be like the boy who cried wolf. We'll never believe you. Even when we're really muted. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Yin, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. For an alien invasion. Ha, it's not that. Neil is just helping out. You never looked like someone who needed help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them. You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. Oh no. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, I hope it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what would you like to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Oh no! Should I just give her coffee? I kind of just want to give her weird shit though. Same game, same game, same game! Oh, what kind of weird thing have we not tried? Well, she likes coffee, so maybe I should try coffee. Like 2 coffees with something else. 2 coffees with... What could this twirly thing possibly be? Lemon? Lemon coffee sounds disgusting. Let's try coffee, cinnamon... something. Cinnamon and lemon. No. Milk? No. I want a cool name to drink. Give it to me. Stop laughing at me, Freya. Oh, this is not turning out well. It's disgusting. Okay, okay, okay. Is the coffee milk cinnamon? Is it 2 coffees? Oh shit. What? Oh, good morning, Sisha. I'm trying to be the perfect barista. But save's coming. But you shall have one coffee. But unfortunately, at Cafe Yum Yum, you can only have cafe lattes with 4 teaspoons of sugar. So enjoy, Sishu. Coffee. I've already tried this, haven't I? The power of saves coming indeed. I have already tried this. Okay, I can do this. What could these possibly be? What could these possibly be? Sugar and spice! Okay, we're gonna serve that to her. Cause that's what you are, Freya. Wink wonk. Here is your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Sass! That is why I gave you that drink. Oh, I forgot to do latte art! No, it didn't have latte art. Never mind. I just tried too many tricks. I got confused. Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. Where's my latte art? You gotta order a latte, Seashore. Come on. Sit at this counter right here and order a latte. Sugar and spice. Sweet, spicy, sweet, and natural bliss in a cup. Nice. Nice. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. You're basically fired. Oh no. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood? That sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that, then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? Huh. I don't think I have the exact number. But full-time, I should be able to write between 3,000 to 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. Yeah, that's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. How come she has no more mouth movements? Wait, did this game never have mouth movements? No, I don't think they did. I'm so confused now. What have I been playing this entire time? I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for things you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on numbers of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about numbers of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judge writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Right again. But you're not wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound like you at all, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Coffee with a little bit of ginger. Does she want an actual drink, or does she... Oh my god. Save's coming. It's just warm and bitter. Oh, it's a real drink. Yay. Your order is ready. Oh, sorry, your order is ready. Also, what did we just make? Jahe Tubruk? Ginger presides over the ground coffee at the bottom of the cup, originally from Indonesia. Cool. I didn't know there were so many coffee drinks, okay? I only know about the different milky coffee, watery stuff. That's common. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. Ginger time. You know, it's funny that it's ginger time. I just drank some ginger soup that I made, and I put a lot of ginger in there, and it was really spicy. It was like 2 tablespoons of ginger to 1 cup of water kind of ratio. It was really spicy and suffering, but it was delicious, okay? It was great. Great 10 out of 10. Would do again. What brings you here? Oh, what brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil, some people come to the coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here just to sit without being disturbed. Wait, you could hear that? Huh? Pardon us. I was just training Neil on how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You were still trying to get laid? Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how her earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we talk, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is that Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... Whoa, that sounds like a door slam. Oh, squishies. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What's happening here? I already told you the barista called the cops when he was here. It's going to be... Wait, I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. That's what it says. Where is Yin? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. It's right in front of you. God, you need to get your eyes checked. Get new glasses. Yes, everything's fine. Okay. Please, let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Oh dear. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here is the deal. Wait, how do you know? Wait, how many breaks do you have? Oh my gosh! That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Yin. It's nothing, really. But you really think that one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Because we're rich! Rich enough to keep a weird-ass cafe open at the corner of a street in Seattle. Christ. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after? Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Honestly, Neil would fit right into Coachella. You know, he is not wrong. They are not wrong. As an amalgamation. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding matters. That is what we will study in Coachella. Are you gonna be a voyeur, Neil? After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, That sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. With so many, I know. I'm like, oh. I believe in Neil. Neil can do it. Neil can do it. I believe in you, bro. Bro! Learn about the breeding process and then breed with so many females. Christ. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What were you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. Are they roommates? I thought your research was in computer graphics? Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly. But she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But wait, if you want to thank her directly, doesn't it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Wait, what? Wait, how can you even, that's not, you can't, wait, does everybody speak in speech bubbles? Like they can see the speech bubbles? So, you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of my tongue, okay? I'm sorry. Wait. How can he read this? Oh, never mind. Okay. That sounds exactly what. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. Exactly. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. Is Neil experiencing the game like we're experiencing it? Oh no, it's too meta. Good morning, Stray. I am indeed talking to the coffee, because there's no one else to talk to. Besides my best friend, Coffee. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing control and UI and UX. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight off my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. Coffee says, what do the sound of steam sound like? Well, the coffee's the closest to the steam, right? Right? You should already know. Coffee-chan. It sounds extremely cute. That's what steam sounds like. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. Like you are? I'm even starting to doubt myself. I've read some of your short stories, you know? After our first meeting. I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know? Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. This is the best trio. They're all like creating works of art. This is the art trio. And they're the most chill trio. They're the most chill people that doesn't have their life on fucking fire. And don't talk about breeding all the time. It's more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I'm really sorry. I know. I said thanks already, right? You just had to, but you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. No, Stray. No, we just snoop. We just eavesdrop all the time. That's actually why we open the coffee shop, honestly. We're like so rich that we can open a coffee shop that only serves 3 customers a day in midnight. So obviously we're doing it with ulterior motives, like snooping. Because that's how we get our socialization in for the day. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. I should do that myself. Are you also rich and you can afford a midnight coffee shop in the corner street in Seattle? Oh my god. In a major city, Seattle. I'm assuming that renting a shop at a corner is pretty expensive. No, Stray? You don't have that kind of money? Or is it? You're not gonna rent. You're gonna straight up buy. You're gonna buy the whole building. Like a rich billionaire. Yes. I don't really work on them. But I can steal? Oh dear, Sherry. I mean, I guess that's one way. The whole building. Just steal the deed. That's how that works, right? You have the deed in hand. It's like Friends. Like no matter how poor you are, you just have like a really expensive apartment. Not directly. So, what do you work on? Oh, thanks for the follow. What egg did you get? You got a blue egg! That's rare! That's slightly rare, okay? I'm working on other colors. A secret project. I'll tell you under friend NDA, okay? Friend NDA. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. Oh dear, she did straight up get fired. I'm part of a special team. Secret egg project is not that secret. I'm also working on different birds when people subscribe. You can also give me money and get birds. You can hatch that egg. Yeah, I'm broke with ultra-wide TV and giant couch and apartment. And it's an extremely spacious apartment with, like, very good windows. Like, you know what I mean? Even without the TV is cheaper than such a large apartment. I'm imagining. Like a month of rent. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. A full-ass kitchen indeed. With an island! Don't they have an island? To build mine. That's still impressive, okay? Jeez. At least you have an island. You had space for an island, okay? Stray is rich. They can totally rob a coffee shop. Or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Huh. That's what I thought. At first. You're a writer, right? I don't even have space for one, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. Oh, you had to build a kitchen on the island. And the island was an old window. That sounds extremely creative. You belong in this trio of creatives, Stray. Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. For years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Thousands. Good morning, HP. Out of all those countless pitches. Oh, hello. Annie, good morning. Thank you for the raid. Get down, it's a raid. We're talking about how rich Stray is because they have a kitchen with an island. And how we're gonna we're totally gonna help Stray steal a building so we can have a cafe. That's rich. So rich. Indeed. Okay. I'm sorry I don't have shoutouts. I forgot to set that up. I used to have them. But a shout out to Annie, thank you. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. Have $15 to my name? That's $15 to buy a mask to steal a building, dude. I don't know. $15 won't even buy you, like, the beans to make the coffee. No! Our cafe dreams! $15 on a kitchen island. Just bring your kitchen island to the cafe. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Oh. All you can afford is a coffee to talk? Well, that sounds good enough. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So, you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes, our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder why you folks are considered the 7th samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? You haven't had vacation for 2 years? More or less, yeah. Idea thievery. I don't think she'd be into that, TBH. From what little I know of her, she would probably beat you up for even suggesting that she join you. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder why you're so burned out. Yes, that's why. Become a barista. You need a vacation. But that requires an extremely... That requires too much money. And we only have $15. Your $15. If only this barista, this extremely rich barista that can open up a midnight coffee shop for 3 customers at a time. Maybe we can franchise and we can open up a branch of Coffee Talk somewhere else. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You just planned a date. A whole weekend date. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. And prepare for a getaway. They're gonna elope! I'm kidding. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh. You were hoping to her apartment? Oh. Oh no. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Squishy noises. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said it before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyways, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house. I definitely won't say no. Oh my god. We keep the shop open after midnight for one customer! Because we feel like it. We're so fucking rich. Shin Genmai cha. Why do we have Genmai cha? It's not like we have rice. A variation of Japanese brew mixing the brown rice with ginger. Ginger? Shin Genmai cha has ginger? Welcome back, Stray. You missed a whole day. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. The Evening Whispers. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. New healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game Rising Hell blamed for violence in school. Oh, okay. Sounds like regular old news. Welcome. Oh! Good evening, Mr. Baileys. Evening. Any good news with your girlfriend? Probably not. It's sad news with Baileys all the time. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. Freya's not here? She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why? Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Bailey's already has someone they like, okay? Stray, stop. No. It's her favorite place, right? You're scared. Don't be scared, I'm here for you. Just hide under the table. Hide behind the bar. Her friends have visited this place from time to time. Just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know? If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they're writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts, or sharing validating ideas. I'm gonna hide your body eye. he just has a bit of a resting homicide face now. Resting murderer face. Okay, no judgment. Okay, to be honest, the first time I saw him, I did call him an asshole right away. Like, I did say he looks like an asshole. I have no reason to judge you for Stray. Interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? Wait! I almost forgot. We need to read one of Freya's weird stories in the Evening Whisper stories. Oh no, it's a part 1. I don't want to be left with a cliffhanger. So we do talk to people sometimes. Okay, if the customer is alone, they have no choice but to talk to us. Once there's somebody else, like we're last choice, you know? We were the backup conversation. Happily ever after. Ever after. By Freya Fatima. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But do I want to be with you? Here, in this moment? Stuck in eternal limbo? In an infinite loop of this exact hour forever? Hell yeah, I do. One second while I gobble on cough drops. That's probably the last time Romeo remembers having a really meaningful conversation with Juliet. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, dear readers. Just like any other story, this one also has a beginning, and it begins with an introduction. Romeo is a young man of 20. He comes from a quite conservative, but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're just like almost every other family in the world. He hates the name his parents gave him, and he hates it even more knowing that his life so far is fulfilling all the cliches of his fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a girl named Juliet is really just icing on the cliched cake. Juliet is a young woman of 20. She also comes from a quite conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're also just like almost every other family in the world. She loves the name her parents gave her, although she hates the fact that her life so far is fulfilling half the cliches of her fictional namesake. Falling in love with a boy named Romeo is unfortunate, but she has no plans to die stupidly over it. Both of them study at the same university, and they're definitely not the type of people who'd naturally choose to be friends. Wow, so Fate, however, in the form of a hip young lecturer with an over-enthusiasm for assigning group projects and an unfortunate sense of humor, is what brings them together. A simple group assignment is what introduces our young Romeo and Juliet to each other. Even after their first fated meeting, and the many, many more meetings required to finish the assignment, there's no sign that Romeo means anything more to Juliet than a friendly acquaintance she's spent a lot of time with in the library. Nor honestly does she mean that much more to him. In fact, after she made an ill-judged joke about the literary elephant in the room, she probably means significantly less. Wait, why? They're just friends. Bailey's just staring into Stray's soul, and Stray is getting very scared. What kind of... what are you gonna use to burn anything with, Stray, with your $15? But as time goes on, and as the group assignments keep coming without the lecturer ever assigning new partners, Romeo and Juliet become closer. They both begin to see things in the others that they hadn't noticed before. Though for Romeo, the fact is rather frightening. How could I fall for someone like her? And named Juliet, no less. I can't accept it. My mind's just playing tricks on me. Again and again. Around and around. His thoughts chase themselves whenever he sees her. Holy crap, this is a long story. Look at the scroll bar, it's tiny. The day is Monday, and Romeo has a class he needs to attend. However, something is different. Normally a relatively anxious fellow, he finds going to a class requires a lot of willpower. Today, however, he finds himself hurrying to get there. He knows why, of course, but he refuses to admit it himself quite yet. The first thing Romeo does when he opens the door is to look at a specific table. The table where Juliet always sits. To his unacknowledged disappointment, the table is empty. Fuck, mutters Romeo under his breath. He doesn't curse because Juliet is not there, of course. Rather, he curses because noticing this was the first thing he did upon entering the room. After sitting in his usual place, Romeo reopens his book and begins reading. Every time someone opens the door, Romeo turns immediately to look, and quietly whispers a curse. Again, he's not cursing because he is disappointed it is not Juliet who enters. He is cursing because he turned to look. A few minutes before class begins, Juliet finally arrives, announcing herself and her friend with a braying laugh as she does. That sound used to be one of the most annoying sounds in the world. At least as far as Romeo was concerned, but today, it brings a small smile to his face. Fuck, curses Romeo again, after he realizes he just smiled at the sound. Wow, $14 is totally within your $15 budget, Stray. Is Romeo in love? He probably is, but he doesn't want to admit that falling in love with Juliet is dangerous. Extremely dangerous. They come from completely different backgrounds. They have different skin colors, and they worship different gods. He has no problem with interracial relationships, of course. Of course he doesn't. But he never expected it to happen to him. This simply will not do. I need to talk to you. Romeo looks up. Juliet is standing over his table. Her jaw is set, but her eyes are worried. He completely forgets about all of his problems. What's up, he asks. Can you keep it secret? It's really important. Sure, I guess I can. Good. Good enough. Because I really need to talk to someone. I really need someone to talk to. So Juliet sits down and begins telling her story to Romeo. She talks about the problems she's been facing over the past few months, how they affect her studies, and how he's not the first person she's talked to about this. On, and Romeo listens to every word. Eventually, Juliet stops talking and sits quietly. Romeo thinks that she looks somehow lighter than she did before she began talking. He doesn't know how to react to what she told him. He tries giving her some advice. Really stupid advice, he thinks as soon as he said it. But he believes it's probably much better than just listening and nodding and watching her walk away. He doesn't think he wants her to walk away from him. He thinks about this. One thing's for sure. Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. They've shared a secret now, even though Juliet has shared the same secret with others before him. This still makes Romeo happy. So damn happy. How pathetic am I, being happy because someone I like came and told me she's not? Romeo thinks, and then shakes his head like a dog shaking off water. After sharing everything she had wanted to share, Juliet starts talking about lighter topics. Soon, they are joking freely. The dark mood of earlier has almost completely dissipated. Just before Juliet leaves, Romeo asks her something. Why did you tell me that? Well, I don't really know. I think I can trust you, and you're one of those rare few people who can talk to people directly without sugarcoating everything. It's refreshing, she shrugs. I guess that's why. What Julio? It's just that's their ship name, Julia. What Juliet said is true, but Romeo finds it amusing that even though he normally speaks directly to everyone he knows, he can't do that with Juliet. He's not himself when she's around, or so he believes. After that conversation, Romeo falls even more helplessly in love with Juliet. It's stupid, he thinks, as someone who rarely falls so hard for anyone, but Juliet is driving him crazy. And the fact that she makes him feel the closest thing to love he's felt in years, yet a big wall of cultures, norms, and other societal traditions stand between them, hurts him even more. That is, of course, if Juliet is even into him anyway. As weeks go by, Juliet and Romeo become closer. They start telling each other stories more often, but all of these stories are limited to their courses, their friends, and anything at all besides their feelings for each other. She's not into me. She's just an extrovert. She's friendly with everyone, Romeo keeps thinking. And it's when he's thinking about that suddenly Juliet comes and sits at his table. So, you said you want to tell me something. It's true. He has already sent a message to Juliet, telling her he wanted to talk about something. Oh, wow. Diving straight into it. It's nothing all that important, actually, says Romeo. Come on. It's not like you to be so indirect about things. What's wrong with you, boyo? Romeo actually called Juliet to talk about her attitude recently. She's been weird, at least in Romeo's eyes, and it feels like she's getting farther away, removing herself from many students' activities she's usually partakes in. Juliet answers all his questions, all his thoughts and concerns about how she seems to be removing herself from all other side activities. She manages to shrug off, or at least explain, or easily explain. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm obsessing over every single thing she does, thinks Romeo, while a pit opens up in his gut at the thought. Is that all? Anything else you want to say? She questions him. Fair is fair, after all. Do you know that I used to like you? The words come out from Romeo's mouth out of the blue. Used to? He's horrified. even as he recognizes that it's a lie. He still likes her now. He doesn't even know why he decided to confess his feelings right at this random moment. Never mind why he confessed with half a lie. It wasn't planned at all, but when he heard Juliet said, anything else? Well, it's definitely one thing Romeo has been planning to say to Juliet for the last few thousand eons, or as normal human measure time, since around 8 months ago. Juliet shows a flash of surprise and then says, "No, I had no idea at all. Why?" "Why what? Why do you like me? Or did you like me? I mean, there must be a reason." "Oh, of course there is." Romeo opens his mouth to tell her and pauses. He blinks slowly and closes his mouth again. "Or not? I don't know. I think there is, but I'm not sure. Ugh. I'm sorry, I'm talking gibberish." Juliet does not respond to that. Romeo doesn't even dare to look at her directly. But he can see out of the corner of his eye that she looks dumbfounded. He takes a breath and opens his mouth again, hoping for a lightning strike, divine inspiration, or instant death. He isn't picky. Okay. I see. I see you as a really strong person, okay? You have a big girly side, but you're also a really strong independent person. Okay, I get the girly part, but what makes you think I'm strong? Well, just look at how you work with all of your assignments and organizations. I definitely could never deal with everything as well as you do, ever. Oh, come on. Everybody has something they're good at. You can do things I can't. That's pretty normal, you know. I know, but still, I'm not sure that's probably what attracts me to you the most. When he says that, Romeo tries looking at Juliet. Just for a moment. He saw a twitch of a smile on her lips, but dared not even hope. He ascribes it to his imagination instead. So then? What's next then? Asked Juliet. To be honest, I don't know. I said this because I can't keep hiding it forever. I needed to say it to you, even though I know it's impossible for me to ask you out, considering all the differences between us. Juliet pauses. Oh, of course. You don't need to say anything, though. I just needed it to get out of my system. That's all I wanted to say. Well, okay then. I have something else to do. You don't have anything more to say, right? Yes. I mean, no. I mean, that's all. Juliet nods and says goodbye, then quickly walks away. After Juliet leaves, Romeo lets a heavy sigh. Good work there. That's one hell of a lot of old baggage I just let go, and a hell of a lot of new baggage I replaced it with. Here's an interesting fact about our Romeo. During the whole conversation, he hadn't been able to keep himself from shaking. It's an old habit that he just can't let go of. To his relief, they'd been sitting during the whole conversation, so he could hide his tremor. Still, even though he feels intense relief after telling Juliet about his feelings, his hands are still trembling. He has to wait a couple of minutes before he can walk away himself. So now, after Romeo's long-awaited but ultimately useless confession, what's next for Juliet and her Romeo? Funnily enough, neither she nor Romeo ever mentioned it again. At least not to each other. Romeo did eventually tell some of his friends about his feelings for Juliet. But what about Juliet? Romeo didn't know anything about how she was coping with his revelation. He expected that she probably told some of her friends, as he told his. But that doesn't even matter, he tells himself. We're not meant for each other anyway. Watching from the outside, nothing seems to change between them. They still talk about their classes, about their friends, about shows they've watched and books they've read, but they never ever mention again the time when Romeo revealed his feelings for Juliet. At first, Romeo had thought that confessing his feelings would mean letting go of the big boulder inside his heart. As it turned out, it only transformed the boulder into a reckless rock monster, asking for more. Eventually, he realizes letting Juliet know about his feelings isn't enough. He needs to have her. He wants to hold her tight. He wants to stare into her eyes, and tell her he wants her to tell her he loves her to Pluton back. He wants to hear her say, "I love you too." He wants to kiss her. He wants to run away with her to the place where no one cares about their differences and just sees them as a cute couple in love. He wants to do things in life together with her. And more than anything on this earth, he simply wants her. Good night, Stray. The feeling is killing him. How could she be acting normal after that revelation? Does it mean his feelings mean nothing to her at all? The peak of his emotion comes one day, when our hero is falling asleep. Suddenly, his body is drenched in sweat. His heart beats too fast and his thoughts only run to one thing. Juliet. He wants nothing is so prosaic. He needs Juliet. He doesn't care about anything else, about the traditions, about their families, about anything. There's only one thing he needs to do tomorrow. That is to confess his feelings, again, to Juliet. This time, however, he is going to ask her out, if she feels the same way. He will ask her just to give it a try and fight the world together. He resolves that he is going to take a leap of faith, and it will be the first thing he does next time they meet. To be continued. Oh my god, that was a long story. That was long, and I have to say, I didn't really like it. Well, that's okay. We should go back to talking to Bailey's, who's been waiting here while we were browsing our phone for several minutes. Oh dear. Hydrate? Sure. My throat is all fucked up from drinking ginger soup. It was too much ginger. It was so spicy. Are you always so observant? Yes, it's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things. Whether they need a friendly ear, or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Why? That would break the charm. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers is always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now. Man. Now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. Whoa there, Baileys! By the way, I haven't ordered anything yet. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate. With ginger and cinnamon. I heard there's a good drink for a bit of heart. Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. Not chocobeef miraku? That has a heart in it. Chocolate with ginger and cinnamon, I think is what he asked for. I keep forgetting that hot chocolate is not chocolate milk. So I always think like, hot chocolate, that requires 2 ingredients. But no. Chocolate with ginger and cinnamon, that's easy. That's what I say. Bitter heart. Oof, bro. Somebody's suffering from a breakup. You really... I don't know. I don't know about him, Alua. I don't know, man. It's hard. Bitter heart. Shadows that will help you try to hide. Like in Kingdom Hearts? Here you go. Oh. Good night, Ikaru. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink? Only do it for special people and special drinks. Say, Yin, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Bro! Oh, man. I guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder. What should I ask next? Oh no! Freya! Hello, everyone. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya. You look... horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. What happened? You'd be better asking me what didn't happen. Oh, she was... she got the critique of a fellow writer. I understand. Now she wants to change everything in her book and she no longer has any confidence, right? I'm right. Working in the creative field, 10 out of 10. Because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. You need to rest. And miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company. Because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I'll need a hell of a lot of espresso. What if I don't give it to you because you look terrible? Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you with sleep. Espresso! Please. Whatever, give her, like, not espresso. Like, give her, like, honey milk or something. I feel like I'll be in trouble. Maybe not so much honey. What helps with sleep? Chamomile? Fuck it. You know what? Screw it. She's getting espresso. I don't give a shit. I don't want to figure any other drink. There's probably I've heard there is a good ending or something. I don't want to do this. You really need to have a rest, Freya. Just give me the damned espresso. Okay. This'll keep me from falling asleep. Ugh. How was the meeting? Actually, screw that. See what's going. I do want to see. Is there a sleepy milky drink? Something that's... oh gosh. Would it be weird to have like mint in it? What if it... Wait, did I ever give anybody this? I'm gonna give her a random drink. Yeah, Milky Way, that's adorable. Here you go. What the hell, dude? This isn't even coffee. Drink. But this isn't what? Drink! Okay. It's on the house. It better be. Sweet and cool like outer space. What if I think there's probably a better drink out there, right? It'd be like cool, sleepy drink. Without drugs. Ugh. How was the meeting? Oh, she doesn't even drink it. I want to try again. Do I want to try again? What could they possibly be? Honey cinnamon. Oh, this has to be it, right? No. Yes. Sleepy time drink. Here you go. No, it's the same reaction with what the hell, dude. A cup for those longing for deep slumber. Whatever, I'm sticking with this one. It's a good one. It's a good one. This isn't even coffee. Drink. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice. But that also means things... And not a small number of them, mind you. Need to be rewritten. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that... It's just... I'm going to my usual corner. Although, thanks to your drink, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to stay awake or not. She looks horrible. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time, the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plans tonight. But this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I'll have to think you're subconscious then. I guess you should. Oh no. Not sure whether I should thank it or not, though. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. How... Did they break up? You first. No, you first. Oh no, oh no. I was just going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Ian. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. Gingerbread coffee? Oh, that's adorable. I don't think I've ever made it, though. Gingerbread coffee? Y'all asking for me weird shit for me. Coffee. Ginger cinnamon. Damn, I'm good. Gingerbread coffee. Sweetened with brown sugar to satisfy the cookie monster. Cute. Here it is. Thank you. My grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me of her. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up. With my family. Oh. How's work? It's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking any new jobs at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to say. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that annoying last job. It went well in the end? It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Yin, who's standing in front of us? No, I'm not here. Don't worry about me. Not even Yin. Okay. So, there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years. But I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new. But somehow, things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired. Knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? I'm not even sure about that. Pride, maybe? Or tiredness? Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway? Baileys. I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. But I put on a lot of masks. Just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week. Including that supermodel? You knew? That girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you know? Attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. And what are the odds? What are the odds indeed? What did your werewolf say? Not much, to be honest. But he made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys. I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family. And I know why that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family. When I actually wanted to do it anyway. For myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? Lua. Yes, Baileys? Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like a lot easier thing to do after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great. You'll live a long time. But you won't have the perfect health and perfect life that's the elven privilege. But it's not a perfect life without you. Wow! Whoa! That's smooth! What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lua, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things about being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, I believe in you. There are CGs in this game? Oh, finish Lua and Bailey's arc. Oh no. Do I not finish arcs if I don't give them the perfect drinks? Oh no. Lua, Bailey's. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So, what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. I'm assuming that all of the characters have a CG. And I can't fuck up any drinks anymore. I feel like I've already fucked up some drinks. Oh no. Oh. And I want you to come with me. What? What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just, I am not prepared to meet them. She'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. You mean the parents? They've been dating for 10 years, Seashore. I don't think this is fast. Apparently they've been dating for 10 years. I thought it was less, but it's apparently been 10 years. Wait, how old are they? Do we know? No, we just know their birthday. And also French. They're working adults. Okay. They need to go faster. They're gonna have weird half babies. But they're just babies by race. Well, by elven race, probably just babies. I don't know. 10 years still seems like a long time to know someone, you know? Like, in human years, some humans, like, take less than 1 year to get married. So, maybe their race 10 years is pretty good. They never forbade you from dating other races? They're not big fans of elf. That much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Huh. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. What are you talking about, Seashore? I don't know what'll happen tomorrow. Actually, 10 years of dating and Lua has not mentioned him to her family. That's how worried she was. That's how Romeo yearned. I don't know about Romeo. Oh dear. I don't think Romeo is a very good romance. Anything. Don't curse people like that, Seashore. But we can think about it. And anything else? Later. I'm with you there. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. What? No. Huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Wait! Oh! Wait. Which one is her roommate? Is it Aqua or Myrtle? Fate's on our side, it seems. Hey, Yin? Yes? We're leaving. And thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. Oops. The pleasure was mine. All of these characters are connected. Screams. We're off then. Interconnected stories. See you. Thank you for coming. Did you just see that, Freya? No, you're snoozing in the back because I gave you the sleepy drink. Oh wait, you're revitalized. Did you just wake up from a nap? Yeah, they are extremely excited to leave. Bailey's basically heard I'm staying tonight. Well, we gotta go, yeah. Coffee date is over. It's time for apartment date. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing the story. What did I put in the coffee? I put revitalizing juice. It's good for you, you know? I ground up some nice cute little nuggets, okay? Jeez. It really boosts your energy! It's so many calories and sugar! So I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. So they're gonna need calories to... Wow, Sisha! They still have to wake up early to go meet parents tomorrow, okay? They can't do it all night. They can't have that many calories burned, okay? Jeez. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Who is it? Oh no! Fury time, baby! It's our local nurse. You know what? I was gonna stop after this day, but it seems like things are wrapping up, so... Good morning, Harkonia. Rog indeed. Whoa! Freya, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? Should we worry? No. He's our friendly neighborhood nurse. Admin. Hospital admin. Don't you remember him? He's a pet. It's a good doggo. Pet. I think so. Welcome, sir. He sounds feral at the moment. Everybody has to have a bad boy side, okay? That's what the charm. This is his charm point. Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf and a fury like a normal customer. Give him a good pet. He's a good boy. Trust me, he must have his reasons for coming here. He wants drink. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? The one that makes them flop to their sides? That's all good pets. Do you trust us, right? Let's give him a good pet. Give him a good pet. Oh no! It's not letting me look at my phone! I don't remember what it is! Well, it started save scum like a true... Okay. Fuck my life! Do I remember the recipe? No! Oh, save scum time! Okay. Oh, fuck my life! It's tea? It had ginger in it, but I don't remember if it was ginger first or ginger second. So it was tea, something, and ginger. Guess you're making a job and he bites you. Motherfucker! It's something and ginger. Is it milk and ginger? No, so I'll know if it's the right drink because I know the name of the drink. There it is. Oh! You was so smart. You was so fucking smart. You was 10 out of 10. I just got another achievement. Here's your... Am I safe? Does he have... Oh, he still has fingies to drink the tiny cup. Does he need a change? Did he rip out of his pants? What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink? 100%. Well, whoever he is. This place survived. Where did he go? He went out into the rain to cool off, okay? Jeez. He's got the... You know what the ABO is based off of, right? He had to go cool off. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. I don't want to cause any more ruckus. What if he needs another drink? I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Good idea. Can you get back all right by yourself? I'll manage. Take care on your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. See you. Shingemacha. Let me see how far along we are. Oh, no, I have to wake up tomorrow. I might have to quit for now. And... Am I doing anything tomorrow? I'm not doing anything till night. Tomorrow night. Why don't we finish up tomorrow night? Probably finish up. How does that sound? Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. Let us read the papers first, because I can't save without reading the papers. The Evening Whispers. Weirdstein Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Coachella 2020 Do's and Don'ts. Atlantic ambassador for the talks with FIRE regarding immigration. Alright, everyone. Oh, actually, let's look at the Evening Whispers. Okay. Oh no. I'm gonna fall asleep reading this. I kind of don't want to read part 2. I'm gonna leave that till tomorrow. Or, oh, should I read it now so I don't have to read it tomorrow? It's so long. And the romance is just so vanilla. It's so boring. Okay. I'm gonna read it now. So I don't have to read it tomorrow, okay? I suffer tonight so that tomorrow we may thrive. It's so wordy indeed. Alright. Happily Ever After. Ever After, Ever After, Part 2. By Freya Fatima. Suddenly my voice is giving out because I know I have to read this. Okay. It doesn't happen the next time Romeo and Juliet meet. When Romeo sees her, he knows something isn't right. After that, each time he sees her, he feels uncomfortable, almost afraid. Our hero isn't scared of much, but he can't explain how she makes him feel. As though she's surrounded by a fierce, powerful aura that keeps him from approaching. It takes a few days for whatever it is to fade. Then that sense of danger finally eases up. Romeo finds he has the courage to approach her cunningly. Cunningly, he waits until the end of night class, when both of them are ready to go home. Is there going to be a weird twist at the end? Hey, Jules. Are you heading back? Let me drive you home. No, it's fine. I'll just call an Uber. There's Ubers in this world? I, oh, yes, because it's the fake world has the real things. Wait, I just realized that this is like these fictional stories are is the Earth that we know. we are the story. We're fake. It's because whenever they talk about like other brands in coffee, like in the coffee shop, it's like parody brands, you know? Netstream instead of Netflix. We're the story. No, it's fine. I'll just call an Uber. I have something I need to tell you though. Her expression quickly changes to one Romeo's never seen before. An uncomfortable looking mixture between happy, sad, and angry. He finds he doesn't know what to call it. He peers at him. What is it about? It's about, you know, the thing I told you a few months ago. You can talk about a lot a few months ago. The slight smile he saw when he first confessed his feelings returns to her face. Okay, let's go for a drive. I know a good place to talk. Juliet directs Romeo sporadically, and they chat normally to fill the intervening time until they reach what she reveals to be their destination. A large, dark, empty park. Huh, I didn't know there was a park around here. You know nothing, Romeo. Hey, what? You said you don't read or watch Game of Thrones. She side-eyes him. It's all over the internet, my dude. Good point. Well made. Our heroes climb over the locked gate and meander slowly along the paths until they find a bench. And an unspoken decision has made them both sit down at the same time. By this point, it's close to midnight. The drive has been long and he drives slower than usual to stretch out their time together. The sky is bright with stars, while the full moon hangs heavy on the horizon. A warm and gentle breeze brings with it the scent of wet earth and green growing things, and far distant clouds tease them with the idea of rain before morning. It is, Romeo feels, perfect, as though God had created it especially for them and this moment. So, says Juliet, lowering her gaze from the milky splash of stars above them to meet his eyes. What do you want to talk to me about? And Romeo thinks, what the hell? And jumps right in. I told you I liked you. Do you remember? Yes. It was a lie. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? Oh, careful, dear Romeo. You should not play with a woman's heart. I still like you. I never stopped liking you. And every day I like you more, and I don't think I can go another day without telling you how I feel. Oh, I know. His jaw snaps shut and he blinks rapidly. This is not what he thought she would say. What? Is it that obvious? No, but it was kind of easy to guess. Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's that and? You know, when I first told you how I felt, I thought it would help me clear my head. I wanted it to, but since then it's haunted me. Why did I want that? I think of you and I want to see you. To see you and I want to talk to you. He continues, laying bare all the things he's been thinking these past few weeks, accumulating to an impassioned plea. I know it probably won't end well, but I want to be with you. I want us to try. Juliet takes his hand and squeezes it, feels a tremor in his fingers, and says nothing about it. Romeo, I like you, she begins, and his heart near bursts. I like you a lot, but not only as a friend. But you know that, with our backgrounds and our families, it's impossible for us to be together. I know that, Juliet. I know. But I really like spending time with you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel so happy and so scared. Well, why do you feel scared? Because I don't want to say anything that will make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you, even though whenever we're together, it feels like I can only show all of my imperfections. Hey, nobody's perfect. They sit still for a moment, still holding hands. Romeo stares at their intertwined fingers, while Juliet watches the breeze ripple through the trees. It still feels weird. Our heroine muses almost to herself. You told me that you like me, and I thought it could never work. And then you said the same, and I was disappointed somehow, and now here you are telling me to forget about the rules, and I'm the one saying they're important. Oh, tell me about it. I don't even know where this is coming from. You don't like what I like, and I don't like what you like, and please don't get me started on the fact that your favorite book is the single worst thing I've ever read. Huh? You mean The Secret? Yes, oh god. Please, let's not talk about it, okay? She tilts her head back and laughs, and Romeo remembers that he used to hate that sound a long time ago. Okay, let's not talk about it, but if you know that a relationship won't go well, why do you keep telling me how you feel? Why don't you just try to forget me? I've tried, he sighed, squeezing her hand gently. But every conversation with you is enough to make me remember that you mean so much to me. You don't listen to explosions in the sky, but you're what I think of whenever I do. You don't play video games as much as me, but you on my team is what I want the most whenever I play a multiplayer game. We pray to different gods, but your face is the one that appears whenever I pray for a good future. Juliet doesn't say anything. She just looks into his eyes while listening to everything he's been keeping his head and heart for a long time. Before this, I thought that when I fell in love with someone, it would be a person that I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to be with you, here in this moment, stuck in eternal limbo, with an infinite loop of this exact hour forever. Hell yeah, I do. Neither Romeo nor Juliet speak for some time after that. They just keep staring at each other. They don't know what it is, but they sure feel something strange. Something magical is happening between them now. A delicate thing which twists in the air around them, young and, oh, so fragile. Do you love me? Juliet asks quietly. I'm not sure, Romeo asks. But if it's not love, then I don't know what it is. But if it is love, why don't you want to grow old with me? Because it is just love. You're such a weirdo. I don't know why I ever fell in love with you, says Juliet. Right at that moment, Romeo feels joy in his heart, a tsunami of happiness sweeping through his body, destroying all the baggage that has been messing with his head and heart for so many months. But then reality hits as suddenly as joy. Everything happens in a single instant. In just one moment, Romeo feels the greatest happiness and the greatest sadness he's ever felt in his life. Hey, I might not be worth sacrificing everything, especially your family. But if love is really that special, then maybe it will give us another chance to be together. Even though it can only happen in another life, when we are both cats, says Romeo. Is that? Did you just quote Vanilla Sky at me? I can't believe you did that. That's hilarious that you said that. You know I hate that movie. It's a great movie. How the hell did I manage to fall in love with you again? Both of them start to laugh together, continuing until all the laughter drains into simple smiles. A simple, beautiful curve on their lips that shows a deeper meaning, only for the two of them. I love you, says Romeo. I love you too, I guess, answers Juliet. When we're both cats. Will you still love me when we're both cats? They sit closer now, while holding hands. Juliet puts her head on Romeo's shoulder. Is it worth it? She asks. For now, right at this moment, it's totally worth it. But whether that feeling will last as time goes by, as more people find out about it, I don't know. Juliet sighs quietly. Life sucks sometimes. Life sucks most of the time. That's why I want to make this moment last forever, if that's even possible. It's possible if we believe it. Is that what that weird look taught you? Laughs Romeo. Shut up, Juliet answers and pinches his hand. They stay silent for a while. Hey, kiss me. The words come from Juliet. Romeo doesn't know how to react to that. Why? He asks. I've heard people say that a kiss is a magical thing. It can stop time or take you to a future in an instant. I've heard that story. I have always thought it was silly though. The situation we're stuck in is pretty silly too, you know. Good point, he allows. Well made. So... They stare at each other as they lean in. They close their eyes when their lips touch for the first time. It's the strangest sensation either of them has ever felt. Everything feels so magical. It feels as if time has stopped only for them. As if they're in an infinite loop that exact moment. I can't believe this is to be continued. You've quit! Stop it with your silly Romeo and Juliet romance stories, Fatima. You've quit! Okay. You... There's apparently a part 3. Yay! We'll deal with that tomorrow. Okay. Good night for now. What a boring story to end it on. I think the funny thing is that maybe the reason why Freya wrote the vanilla Romeo and Juliet story is because in their world, that is the fantasy. The boring human world is the fantasy story to them. This is a fantasy romance in their world. Anyways, good night. Good night, Shishui.